So I saw that my old boss, Craig MacDougall, got a new job. And, well, Craig, oh, I want words. I don't want to have like extended long periods of me not talking. Um, let's see. Well, Craig was a great mentor to those of us in, the corporate department. It's just, well, he really did. He made some of the technicians' eyes pop out. He did. He did because he just did. It was just like, I don't know, the technicians, the other management team. They just had their ways and means of things, I suppose. And in Craig MacDougall's corporate department, things were just not done the same way. They weren't. They just weren't. It was just that the philosophy that made certain technicians' eyes bug out when Craig, told them the way that he did things and the way that he expected us to do things. Well, they're in no uncertain terms at all. And he didn't leave you feeling, like down, kicked around, like, not at all. No, he was somebody who walked his talk. He always did. He always walked his talk. And his talk was, I'm a gung-ho kind of person. And even if it's something that I've never done before, if someone asks me, can you do that? I always say yes. Always. Yes. Always. Always, 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 always. Gung-ho. Craig MacDougall. Don Cherry was going to give you like one of those because, Canadian hero, Craig MacDougall, absolutely. I could use a lot more Craig MacDougalls on the planet these days. Well, I could. What would I do with them? Well, I can hook them up with Ascended Master Sananda. And I don't know, there's a whole pile of other ones. Well, it's just because, well, I know I'm trying to fumble around for words because they're trying to see, who. I don't know. They're just gonna. Well, it's just the MacDougall philosophy, and there's no waiting around. There ain't. No, the philosophy was three strikes and you're out. That's basically what it was. But you were expected to make three legitimate attempts to contact a customer who had a problem. And if after three times you called and you left a message, or you talked to them and they said, okay, well, get back to me when you're convenient, and then we put them on tickler files, and after a certain amount of time we would call them again, and three times, and after three times, if they weren't available, then we just said, okay, this is my number and we'll be available for when you need it, and if they never called, then we marked the issue closed. But we did make the calls. We did. I mean, if someone was given to us in the corporate department as somebody we had to fix, then we got them fixed. If they're available. And there were people who were perennially unavailable. But that was a minority of people. No Man is an Island, and we worked in group. We had three technicians in the sales department, corporate people attached to the sales department that are in charge of, anything to do with being anything that's, like techie. Well, in those days I wasn't doing sales. I did sales much later. But Well, it's just, it's like you're the tech guy, you fix it. The only thing that I didn't like fixing was, well, we had an old school network version, an old school computer networks. Well, this would have been, like you were in 1999, 2000, around 2000, I would say, Y2K and all that stuff. So it was a long time ago. But even in those days, I mean, there were some tricky things to do with, multiple versions of Windows NT, and well, then our network version were exceptionally tedious, yes, and difficult more than yes, and something I don't know. Anyways, we often had a lot of help on these very difficult and time-consuming things that would take. Well, anyways, so we had, we did have people that we pawned things off on, and primarily if it was a network version, I would look at you, and you would look at whoever the other party was that was like the third, and we would say send it to research, and we would send it to the guys at research, and they would fix it, and it was a damn good thing because they were well, I don't know, I don't know. In general tech support, I don't know, it's probably the worst call of all is a network version. I do know, especially if it's like, we're going to close in 10 minutes and it's a network version call and it's like, this doesn't sound like I'm going to get to go home at, regular scheduled time. Well, I don't know. Because it's just exceptionally time consuming of going and looking at, the individual computers on the network. Yeah, maybe each computer might have to be tweaked. And if they had like a Windows 95 and a Windows NT and a Windows 98, and it was just like clunky software in those days. I don't know. It's just that modern day. I don't know. We were trying to talk back about well, I don't know because I was trying to get back to whatever it was that I was trying to get back to, and I think we're done. Oh, what was I going to use Craig MacDougall's for? Oh, well, with Sananda hooked up with the Ascended Masters, then, well, it's because I need a lot of go-getters because, well, we got a, no, I'm not allowed to say. Well, I don't know. I got lots of. Anyways, I was. Well, if I was, it would just be, But my personal mission is to planet Earth. Well, anyways, I can't. There's no words. When it's just the words, if I can't, and there's just nothing I can do, and I'm not going to push through, trying to speak over top of mind control, because if I did, I would just be talking about, somebody trying to tell you, to do something when clearly it's just like, I don't want to tell you over and over again. So. It's just, this is going to be recorded in the warehouse as a time when I was being encouraged to try to talk when my abilities to talk are being, not free for me. So, I can't help you out, as you can see. So, Anyways, for Craig MacDougall, it's simply my inability to speak is because of electronic harassment. High tech, because I'm talking about being a light worker, and it's all about raising consciousness on the scale of human consciousness, and bringing in 5D Earth. Well, it's just that means that a lot of things that I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go.